Hello, you're watching Fugitive Red Eye, and I'd like to welcome you to Flashbacks, the series where nostalgia is unleashed. This episode is part one of a four-parter on PBS Saturday night programming, which I watched as a child with my father and brothers. Today's episode, part one, will be on The Red Green Show, which was a show from Canada, and it is Canada's longest-running comedy series to date, lasting 15 seasons with a total of 300 episodes, 5 specials, and a movie, as well as a live show currently on its final run. And also, it has a novel written by the main actor and creator. The show began its run in 1991 with a very limited budget. It was created by Steve Smith, who also starred as the lead role, Mr. Red Green. And it was also created by Rick Green, who also played the secondary character of Bill. The show was a mockumentary-style sketch comedy that also doubled as a sitcom. It is a show about manhood, brotherhood, getting old, and being a handyman. The show also shows how to half-ass everything you do, and is deeply philosophical in that respect. And personally, I've always felt that the show was very funny and was very memorable because I watched it with my dad as a kid. They just recently stopped showing it on PBS on Saturday nights, and it was really disappointing because it went on for, like 20 years, and the showing it on PBS, that is. And, I used to watch it every Saturday night with my dad, and then we would watch the other shows, which will be in parts, 2 through 4 of this 4-part special for our Flashback show. Now, The Red Green Show is, it's very a dry comedy. It's not very crude or witty per se, but it's very hard to explain. I recommend you watch it just to get a better understanding of how it is. And of course, I'm using Halo ODST footage of me doing really horrible on Legendary because, it was the most convenient footage for me to use, unfortunately. So, bear with me on the many times that I've died in this footage. But I originally made this footage to showcase how annoying escort levels are. But, that's irrelevant. And, at the end of the day, The Red Green Show, one of the best shows that I've ever watched. Probably the best show I've seen from Canada. One of the only shows I've seen from Canada, to be fair, but, Red Green is a Canadian redneck, and he's a DIYer, he does everything himself, and, uses a lot of duct tape. The movie is called Duct Tape Forever. I haven't seen that yet. I do own the full series on DVD in this big-ass box that looks like a toolbox. And, I plan to watch it all. I'm currently on Season 4. On our old DVR, I do have quite a bit of I used to have a bunch of episodes recorded, but we deleted them because they stopped showing it and stuff. But yeah, what else is there that can really be said about The Red Green Show? It's a one-of-a-kind show. It's mostly a sketch comedy, but around Season 2, they did have those sitcom elements, as I said. The shows are formulaic per season. Each season has its own formula that is different from the last. They're all very similar, but each season does have its own formula. And, at the end of the day, I really recommend the show, and I will see you in part 2.